Hello first graders, I hope you guys are having a great week. So to begin, our quote of the week is this one, and it is, do not leave for tomorrow what you can do today. And I chose this quote because when I was growing up, my dad would always tell me this. Because a lot of times I wanted to play all games, I wanted to keep reading, I wanted to do all the stuff I wanted to do. And then tomorrow came, and then I would have the double amount of homework. So a lot of times it's a lot better to do things whenever you have the chance instead of leaving it for the next day, because most of the time we'll just end up with more things to do. So let's get started with our story. So the book I chose for us today is this one. It's called The Wonderful Things You Will Be, and it has a child that's flying away with all the balloons. It's written by Emily Winfield Martin, and on the back page there's a child also floating, another one, but this one has a little bear costume, and it says, "This is the first time there's ever been you, so I wonder what wonderful things you will do." Alrighty, so the first page is, "When I look at you and you look at me, I wonder what wonderful things you will be." And it has a little girl with her mom. They both have balloons, and they're walking in what appears to be a park. "When you were too small to tell me hello, I knew you were someone I wanted to know." And there's a dad holding his little baby. "For all the tininess couldn't disguise a heart so enormous and wild and wise." And here's a child. He's sharing his cookies because he has such a big heart and he loves sharing. He's sharing with his little cat, his little panda, his little elephant, and then Humpty Dumpty also. And then here's a child dressed up as a bear, and he's being really wild. And here's a little girl playing with butterflies. "This is the first time there's ever been you, so I wonder what wonderful things you will do. Will you stand up for good by saving the day?" And here's some kids. They're playing dress up as superheroes. "Or will you play a song only you know how to play?" And here's a whole family. There's somebody playing the guitar, the drums, another one playing a guitar, and then somebody singing. And then look, there's these tiny little mouses that are also playing their own little band. "Will you learn what it means to help things grow?" And then here's 1, 2, 3 children, and they are planting fruits and vegetables, and there's this little girl that's going to water all the plants. "Will you tell a story that only you know?" And then here's a lot of children. They're watching a play about a tiger and an elephant. "Will you learn how to fly to find the best view?" And here's a girl, and she's swinging on her swing. "Or will you take care of things much smaller than you?" And here's a little girl. She's being the nurse to a little bear and her doll. And here's a little boy who's taking care of all these little puppies. And here's a little boy sewing some pants for a squirrel. "I know you'll be kind and clever." And here's a little girl. She's sharing her ice cream with her little brother. And then there's these 2 little kids playing in their fort, and they have these little, I think they're little phone cups. "And you'll be bold, and the bigger your heart, the more it will hold." Here's a little girl. She's painting, and then look at the little cat. He's leaving a whole trail of his little paws. And the little boy, he's reading a story to his little siblings and toys. "When the nights are black and when the days are gray, you'll be brave and be bright, so no shadows can stay." And here's a little girl. She looks a little sad because she lost her balloon. But I know she's gonna be brave and she's gonna be bright. That way she won't be sad about her balloon anymore. And you will discover all there is to see. And here's a little boy in a boat, and he's floating away to see all these things in the world. Can you guys recognize any of these places? And this page is really fun. It opens up. So it says, and become anybody that you'd like to be. And this one opens up, and there's children wearing all types of things. There's one with the moon being a butterfly, a robot, a zebra, a pencil, Little Red Riding Hood, a wolf, a cat. And the next page, let's open this one up. And then there's a crocodile, ballerina, a tree, an instrument, a panda, Batman. And look at this little girl, she's stealing all the cupcakes. And then I'll look at you and you'll look at me, and I'll love you, whoever you've grown up to be. The end. So I hope you guys really liked the story. When I read it, I really liked it, because I feel like a lot of times we really need to remind ourselves that we could be anything we choose to be. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.